The most popular bracket tournament in the world is the NCAA tournament, March Madness, and every year at March Madness, it feels as though a 12 is always able to take down a 5 seed here. Well, are we going to see that today? Because it is the 12 versus a 5 in the ultimate NFL trivia bracket on the Sports IQ Showdown. Yes, it is the 12 seed Alex B. Smith taking on the 5 seed Hitman, where Alex is 2-0 on the Sports IQ Showdown already and is the top seed in our overall leaderboard. But those two quizzes were hockey-based. What is his NFL trivia going to be like? Well, we are certainly going to find out over the course of today's episode. We play all of our quizzes on draftparty.net. Make sure to check out draftparty.net, and you can try these quizzes for yourself with the link in the description or by just typing in draftparty.net. Drop a like if you enjoy, and remember to subscribe because we get episodes like this every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Times, as well as our NFL watch parties for the primetime games on Thursday as well as on Monday. Now, let's see if Alex B. Smith can cause an upset. It is time to meet the players. Here we have our two players for today. It is the 12 seed Alex B. Smith going up against 5 seed Hitman, and I'm very much looking forward to this one. And people have branded this one as a possibility of an upset on the cards. Alex, on my right here, you are ranked as a 12 seed here. How did you feel about this from the selection committee putting you at number 12?
All right, completely understandable. Most people know me, especially if you watch the Hammer HQ network, you've watched Edgebrook. Most people know me talking about hockey. I'm wearing a hockey jersey right now. That is my main sport, but I grew up loving football. I'm unfortunately a Bears fan and have dealt with that throughout my years. But I know a lot about football, and like I said, trivia is something that I've done for many years in my life, and trying to know the history of sports, all sports that I watch, it's important. So I know I'm up against a formidable opponent. This is going to be a tough tournament. Been watching the couple of games so far, so looking forward to that.
And we'll go over to Hitman underneath myself. You are the 5 seed here, and there's an opportunity for either of you to get Suma in the next round. And Suma has been calling out to face you in the next round. How do you feel about Suma calling you out in the previous video and on social media?
You know what? It's fine. I've watched a lot of NFL Network in my life, so a lot of history of the NFL is known. I was a big Brett Favre fan growing up, and I'm so sick that I used to be able to recite like, oh, his 321st touchdown was 80 yards to this player, blah, blah, blah. So clearly I have some type of disease, mental disorder, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully it helps me out with some NFL league-wide trivia.
And you were a big Madden player back in the day, so you also have
top 100 in the world, Jacob. Let's get that straight. Legend at that game.
So I'm sure some of that knowledge will fold over into this, but let's get into our first quiz, everybody. So our first question of the day in a best-of-3 series here is, who had the most regular season passing touchdowns in the past 10 years? Once again, as it is for every quiz, we do a randomized wheel to pick the quizzes. I have no influence on which quizzes are selected for each of these, so if it helps you, if it hurts you, it's not anybody's fault. It's just completely random. But there are 25 possible answers here. It is not necessarily the top 25 answers as usual. It's an assortment of 25 players. Our players have 4 picks each in a snake draft format to try and rank them as best as possible. If you find the first seed, you get 25 points. If you find the bottom, the 25th seed, you get 1 point, and increments of 1 point in the middle, all the way to the 13th seed where you would get 13 points. So our players have had a chance to look here. It is the first round best of 3, not the be all end all, but wanting to get out quickly here. Alex B. Smith has the first pick here, then Hitman will have 2 consecutive.
Okay, all right. Based on this list, I gotta go with old Aaron Rodgers here.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers, top left here, and he is the number 1 spot here, 343.
Side looking, rainbows high and deep into the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown.
Hitman, you're going to be playing a little bit behind because of that, but 2 straight picks here to try and get back into it.
Let's go with Russell Wilson for my first pick.
Okay, Russell Wilson. I like it, and he's number 2. Great stuff from our creator so far.
And let's go with Matthew Stafford as the second pick.
Matt Stafford is the number 3 seed. Perfect from our players so far. We go back to Alex B. Smith for 2 consecutive picks.
Ooh, All right. Let's go with. Is it going between 2012 to 22? Okay. Taking a shot here. Let's go Derek Carr.
All right, Derek Carr is number 5 on the list. So not quite the perfection here, but you can be perfect if you can find the number 4 with your next pick.
How about Carson Palmer?
Carson Palmer is number 9. So slightly behind the pack there, but we'll see. It's Hitman with the final 2 guesses for himself in this round.
I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes not played as long, but he's racked up a ton, and he's number 6, so a good pick there.
I am also going to go with let's go with Andrew Luck.
Okay, Andrew Luck cut short with the retirement, but does he have enough here? He is 8th on the list, so wide open here for Alex with the final pick. He is down by 22 points. I wouldn't call it wide open, but you can tie the quiz if you do find the best available number 4 seed. Anything less, and Hitman is the winner of quiz number 1.
It's got to be, and I can't stand him as a Bears fan, but Jay Cutler.
Okay, we're going to Jay Cutler for potentially the first tie we've ever had on the Sports IQ Showdown. Jay Cutler is unfortunately number 10 on the list. So it is Hitman who wins the first quiz. Andy Dalton, if you believe it, was the best available there. So Hitman gets by with a 6-point advantage. Now we move into our second quiz. It is do or die here for Alex, who needs to win 2 in a row now. But we have the next question in the most 100-yard rushers in a game since 2000. So team-wise, who has had the most different players to get 100 rushing yards? This one is tough, I gotta say. But in the last 22 years, we go to Hitman with the leadoff, first of all, here. And you've had a bit less time here, so feel free to take a second here. But what's your first pick here?
All right, is there a time limit on this, Jacob?
There's no time limit, but we don't have all day.
Just be courteous. Don't take the whole day.
Yeah, you could take, 30 seconds here if you need. This is a tough one.
All right. I'm going to go. This team's had a lot of good running backs let me go with the Vikings as one.
Okay. Minnesota Vikings. There's a lot of variants, I think, available in this quiz, but the Vikings, wow. Number 1, 115 100-yard rushers.
Adrian Peterson all day.
Great start. Let's go to Alex V. Smith here. What's your first 2 picks in the quiz number 2?
Yeah, we both got the same mindset. We're trying to think of teams that normally run the ball a lot throughout the years. Let's go with the Tennessee Titans.
That's a good one.
The Titans are second.
That's
wow.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
Thought it'd be a tough quiz, but great start. And only one behind the Vikings there. All right, Alex, another pick here.
And let's go with the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, the Ravens are 6. So I think there's opportunity for variance here. So I think that's still a solid selection, but opportunity if Hitman can punish with some 2 great selections here.
I'm going to say the Seahawks.
Okay, Seattle is the 3 seed.
Marshawn Lynch still on his feet. Has blockers now. He's dancing his way for the touchdown.
And only 1 behind the Titans, who are number 2. Great stuff. Another pick here.
Let's go with the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, I sense a lack of confidence with this answer, but
I'm confident.
Cowboys. Okay, number 8.
Right,
Number 8.
right.
Not bad. I think that still sets you up pretty well here. Alex, you have your final 2 selections of quiz number 2, and you need some big ones.
Yeah. Let's go with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, the Steelers are 4th. You've now tied it up with 1 pick remaining each.
Nice.
So you find the number 5 here, you force a 3rd quiz. If not, we'll see what Hitman has.
Since 2000.
Yeah, I said this would be tough, but you guys are killing it.
Let's go with the Denver Broncos.
The Broncos are 5th. So that means
Nice.
Alex has had too many points here for Hitman to catch. Hitman, feel free to provide us with an answer, but you cannot catch Alex in this round.
49ers.
Okay, the
That was gonna be
Niners.
my
Can we
next.
find the entire top 8? Unfortunately,
Oh,
not.
wow. Yeah.
Alex is the winner of quiz number 2, which forces a do or die quiz number 3. So in the event that we do see a tie here, I will have a final Jeopardy sort of question for our creators here, but we have not gotten to that point ever, so I don't expect it to start today. So for our final quiz, you have to choose the players with the most regular season receiving yards in the past 10 years, 2012 through the 2022 season. So not counting the season that is currently ongoing here. And it is Alex, by the luck of the draw, who is the leadoff in this position here. So take a sec to have a look here, but who is going to be the first selection?
2012 to 22. A lot of big names here. Let's go Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson is number 5 on the list. So a big chance for Hitman here. Who are your first 2 picks?
AJ Green, Antonio Brown.
AJ Green is number 2. Antonio Brown is number 1 on the list. So the top 2 there, and you've taken a big grip on this round. Let's go back to Alex. I think you need 3 and 4 here.
Yeah. Let's go. Anquan Bolden.
Okay, Anquan Bolden is 9th. So you really need a big one here.
Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins. We need a big spot here. Sammy Watkins ends up as the 7th seed. So Hitman again a chance to pick this apart. Hitman, you have 1 extra selection. You are down by 8, but these are your final 2 picks of Sports IQ Showdown here.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders is number 3. Wow, perfect from Hitman. Can you make
You
it
said
4
number
for 4?
3, I thought for a second. I was like, did I get it that bad?
No.
Oh, there
23
we go.
points.
Okay.
The 3rd seed, 23 points.
You stopped my heart for a second, Jacob. All right, and the last one, I'm between 2 guys, but I'll go with Jarvis Landry.
Okay, Jarvis Landry, an opportunity here to wrap it up, make the last pick irrelevant. Jarvis Landry is yet another perfect pick from Hitman. Number 4, 4 for 4. Unfortunately, Alex, you will not be able to catch him here, but your final pick.
Well, all right. Let's see. We're going for 6th on this list. Hell, let's just go Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham. And the Bears, former Bear, is number 6 on the list. So that was the best available. And unfortunately, Hitman was perfect. The 1, 2, 3, and the 4 seed here. Let's get to our final screen to wrap everything up. Okay, so Alex, you are a former 2-0 player here, and we'll spare you here. You're 2-0 when it comes to hockey, but football here, you fall with a loss here. Where do you think it went wrong today? Because I think you did a pretty good job here. It's just Hitman was relentless, especially in that last quiz.
No, yeah, fantastic work, Hitman. That was tremendous, and that was a lot of fun. To go back and forth, and we both, thinking in the same kind of mindset, and like I said, those, that same kind of window, that 2012, 2022 frame. So we both had the same things in mind. But this luck of the draw, sometimes it's not always good to be first, and you get the first 2 picks, and then you can kind of build that lead out. So job well done, Hitman, well done, and like I said, formidable opponent for sure. So fortunate to take a loss, but hopefully you get back on at some point, and hopefully, like I said, in the hockey realm, still undefeated. I can at least hang on that.
And we'll go to Hitman over here, debut on the show, and he is a winner here. And Suma, maybe the most excited person right now, because he gets to face you in the next round in the 4 versus the 5 seed. Hitman, what is your confidence level going in against Suma? Anything you want to say back to him?
Well, Suma, you're a gambler. I'm a gambler.
Oh,
You're so confident. You got me on Telegram. Well, let's make it interesting. Whether it's a few beers, a few dollars, whatever you want, Suma. I'm good with it.
Okay, I am excited to see, and I think some other people may want to get in on some action here. But guys, we have Sports IQ Showdown episodes coming out every Friday at 1 p.m. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel to keep up to date. You also get our watch parties, and drop a like if you enjoyed. We'll see you again next week.